on, guys, and welcome back to the Loop Podcast, not your typical theme park podcast. So, if you wasn't aware already and you've been living under a rock for the past month or so, Alton Towers have released the 2019 Scarefest lineup. Now, we've got plenty of things to talk about, to go into a little short bit of detail about each and every maze that has been announced on the 2019 Scarefest lineup. So we're going to start off with the return of Subspecies The End Games. If you haven't already listened to the podcast, I'll put the link in the description below. There's my opinions on the Subspecies. That speaks for itself. The return of Altonville Mine Tours. Now, I am absolutely ecstatic about the return of that said maze. I absolutely love it. It's my favourite maze last year. So I'm glad Altonville Mine Tours is returning. Also, we have returning Project 42. Same location, I presume, because if you've watched the video yesterday that I uploaded of construction update, it's practically untouched. So that's a good indication that it'll be remaining in the same place of where it is. We also have the return of Terror of the Towers, but with a twist. So it's going to be named Terror of the Towers, The Attic, and it comes back after a 1 year break from the Scarefest lineup, and I can only presume it's got to be in the Towers, hence Terror of the Towers, but I'm glad that's back, and I am keen to see exactly what they've done to change this maze around, because it was getting very stale, so I'm glad that's coming back. We also have a new family scare maze, which is called Darkest Depths. That location is unknown as of yet. They released a logo, which is very similar to Sharkbait Reef. Could we see that it's going in there? Who knows? We'll have to find out closer to the time. It is only July. By looking at the logo, it looks awfully similar to Sharkbait Reef, so I can only imagine this maze will be located inside of Mutiny Bay. So could it be inside of Sharkbait Reef, or could it be replacing the Welcoming? Yes, you heard that right. The Welcoming will not be returning for the 2019 season. The Bjornen have returned back to their normal lives. And yes, so that frees up a space in the courtyard, which was the home of the Welcoming. So who knows? No construction work has started around there as of what I've witnessed when I visited on Tuesday. It was still open, so could we see Darkest Depth inside of there? Also, Alton Towers promises more thrills and more spooks inside the Alton Towers dungeon during Scarefest. Now, during Scarefest, it will be priced at £1 extra, so that'll take the total up to £8.50 on the day. Does this mean that they're going to kind of introduce some sort of special overlay for the spooky season of Scarefest? That's all to report, really. The news has been out well over a month, and I'm very late for bringing the video, but I was sat down thinking I need a video to produce, and I have already announced the lineup over on the podcast, which will be in the link below. I go into further detail about all the mazes one by one. That will be in the link below, as of all the social medias. Now, it is, like I said, only July, so it's very early to speculate, but we can only hope for a cracking Scarefest season this year. I'll just run through the prices which have been released. So for Project 42, Altonville Mine Tours and Subspecies, that's a 3 maze combi ticket, will be priced at £20. An additional ticket of an upcharge price of £8 for Terror of the Towers, The Attic, so that will be an upcharged attraction excluded away from the combi ticket. Darkest Depth will be priced at £5. Now, Darkest Depth is replacing House of Monsters, which will not be returning this year. But if you look on your screens now, they have stuck a sticker over the main building logo to say it will be returning for next year. So could this suggest that Cloud Cuckoo Land will be the next area to be really developed. Who knows? It's yet again too early to speculate. As we get more news regarding Scarefest, I will post a new video, or keep an eye on our social medias, which will be in the description below. Thank you very much for watching this Scarefest lineup revealment, and I will see you in the next one.